How's it going, everybody? This is Old Man Crunchy. We got our first APA matchup today, and it's going to be an exciting game. So we're doing the lag, and this featured song. There's a featured song that I'm going to try and put at the beginning of every match, just for your listening ears. So it looks like, and this is APA, and it's Virginia versus myself. She is a 5, so she needs 38 points. I'm a 6 currently, and I need 46 points. So she broke, made a ball in. Looks like she's got an easy shot on this one. But that 2 is on the other side. Sorry about the camera shaking, the tripod. I got a tripod finally, and it was on the table, so people are probably getting drinks and putting them down and stuff. Alright, so she scratched on the 2. And I've got a shot on the 2. And it looks like the 3 would be just slow roll the 2 towards the a little bit away from the 3 to make the 3 in the corner. Looks like I need to just tap it in and shoot for the 5. Well, looks like the 5. I was trying to make it over, get position onto the side corner, but it just kept rolling on me. I was getting a little bit of practice earlier, and I hop on this table and trying to get used to it. So I'm not calling it, but I'm trying to bank this 5 over into the opposite corner and give it a lot of left spin, so that way I can make shape for the 6. I just barely nudged the 8 right there. It's a long shot, and I'm close to the rail, and so is the 6, so this is going to be kind of a hard cut to get position onto the 7 on the left side to make it into the right corner. And I got close, but I don't think I got close enough. So my intention is to bank the 7 the opposite corner, so the top left corner, I guess, from our perspective. And make shape for the 8. Looks like the 8 goes past. Oh, that was a close one right there. And it looks like the 8 goes past the 9, so I need to either shot this or draw it back a little, and then shoot the 9 in the same corner. Drew it back pretty far. I didn't want to put any stuff on it. It's the first game, you know. All right, so I got 8 points, 8-2. Haven't even gotten an inning yet. This is still the first inning. We're playing over here at Westside in Colorado Springs. I've been playing over here for a couple years now. Looks like I made 2 balls on the break. And it looks like there's a pretty easy shot on the 1 right there in the side. I would just need to just draw it back, because the cue ball is sitting next to the 3 right now, so it looks like the 3 needs to go into that pocket. So I just need to stop it or draw it back, like I said, just a little bit. I got a little straight on this one, so I can't really use any of the rails, so I have to do a little bit of draw, and I need to hit it just right because I don't want to get tucked behind this 8 when it comes straight back. I need it in front of the 8, so I have a shot on the 3. That's a testy shot right there. Looks like I just need to stop shot the 3 and have position for the 5 to come down to the right corner to make shape for the 7. And it looks like I got there. I'm kind of close, and I need to push it above or below the 9. So I don't know if I could make up my mind, and with the potential to scratch if I did put top on it, I don't think I would have gotten good enough position anyway. I think I would have gotten really close to that 7, so I got bad position. So I'm attempting to bank this 7 up corner, and they ended up scratching. That was kind of a two-way shot, and I don't think I would have made it, but if I did, if it didn't scratch, maybe I would have had a shot on the 8. But I did want to move it up table and keep the cue ball down table. That was my intent. So she's got ball in hand. She's got a pretty easy shot on the 7. I think she got a little squirrely on this 8. She could either shoot it up corner or over to the side. But if she shoots it on the side, she needs to put some draw on it to... I don't know if she hit it center. It looked like she hit it center, but she was trying to hit it bottom to draw it. So now she's got kind of a hard shot, a hard cut from up table all the way down. And she just misses the ball and clips it. It's a good hit, though. It touched a rail. Trying not to have any product placement. As James McMurtry says, shout out to James McMurtry. He says the funny thing about being a musician is I'm kind of a beer salesman. I'm not really a musician. I'm a beer salesman. That's what he says. So I'm not trying to sell beer, but if any beer companies want to sponsor me and my music and pool, that would be cool. So here I'm trying to play a safety. I want to put the cue ball up table and put the 9 stuck onto the bottom rail. I don't want to hit it too hard. A better shot would be to put the cue ball totally up table, but I think if I hit it too hard, she would have had a good shot on it into the corner. But I did need to keep the cue ball closer to the side rail, so she has a harder shot on the 9. And so she could bank it or play it safe. That was a good attempt at the bank. Sorry, this is one of my teammates. He's getting his stick. Maybe he doesn't realize the camera's in there. He's cool. He's cool. It was just a second. This is a Veterans Day game. This happened on Veterans Day. So it's my break. All right, look out, bud. He'll move in a second. No problem, no problem. One day I'll get a really tall tripod. So I broke dry, and I did not give her a shot. The cue ball is right down here, right behind the 9, and the 1 ball is up table, parallel to the cue ball. That's just a bad roll. If I made anything, I would have had to deal with this shot. So this was just not a good break. I don't have a break cue, so I usually use the house cue, or I might ask to borrow somebody's break. But I'm so used to the house cues; they're all pretty much the same cue, so. She is just disappointed. I am so sorry, Virginia. I don't know what you could do either. See here, I think this is a smart shot. She's electing to do an intentional foul to kind of stick the ball somewhere. I think she wanted to tie it up with the 2. So I've got a shot on the 1, and I need to come down for the 2 into the corner. It looks like the 3 is up table, so I need to go down table and back up. Okay. I think I'd be wrestling with positioning if I had to use the rail, so maybe I just saw a better line getting to the 2. It looks like I'm going to have to draw this also, unless if I have an angle to go about 3 rails back up. I don't really see it though. I think I need to draw it. It looks like I might. Oh, I see. I just did not hit that right. I was trying to force follow the 2, well, the cue ball off the 2 to the side rail with right spin to come back up table for 2 rails in position on the 3. And I hit it bad. So she had a good shot, and she is disappointed because she is stuck. She just, Lorian, sorry for getting your name wrong before, but Lorian was saying, self-defense shot. Everybody needs to learn self-defense, right? She's going to kick at it. And that was an excellent shot. And that was a good shot, too, because she stuck me closer to the rail for a really hard cut on either side. I think I can make it, though. That I see an angle there, but maybe I could just be taking a little bit of a risk shot. But it seems reasonable because if I come 2 rails over, I could have a good shot on the 4 if I get center table. And I just hit the corner right there. It wouldn't have been very easy getting to the 5 after shooting at the 4, assuming I make it, but that was just a bad shot on the 3, so she's got an easy shot there. And she does a real good shot here. I figured she probably would have made it into the side, but she's looking at the corner. She had an excellent shot there, and she hit it just a hair too hard because she would have had good positioning if you could see kind of the field goal between the 9 and the 6. So now she has to kick at the 5. Good hit, good hit. Okay, I remember this shot. It's the 5 is makeable and the 9 is intimidating. But I don't want to do anything too crazy, so I just need to make the 5 and bump the 9. So that way I could get onto the 6. But it's just a simple stop shot or a stun, however people want to call it. Just a stun shot. Just like that. And then I've got good positioning on the 6. Pretty much stopping every shot. Kind of drew on me a little, or followed a little bit on me, so I need to kind of stun this shot to head towards the other side of the rail to make the 8 into the corner, the other corner. Pretty simple stop shot, and then easy shot on the 9. Well, I guess I had a little bit of an angle, so it'd be better if I just touched the rail. Learning the rails, right? Boom. 23-7. I've got a pretty big lead over here already. That first basically inning. I made 14 balls in one inning. That basically just solidified this game. But she has a chance. She does start to come back a little bit. Did I think I made a ball. 3, 6, 7, 8. I did make one ball. And it looks like the one is right there, smack dab in the middle of the table. And getting to the 2 is going to require some finesse, so this looks like it requires a draw. Also known as bottom spin. Or I guess for you it would be like that, right? Bottom spin. And it went right there in the drink, as they say. So she's got ball in hand. If I remember, that 2 has plenty of room to go into that pocket, and that 3 just makes it a bigger pocket. It's hard to see because my tripod isn't too tall. I don't think that 6 is a threat as long as she doesn't. As long as she does get straight on there. Good shot. Okay, so she can make the 2 into the corner. If she hits it light, she'll make it past the 6, and then the 3 shouldn't go too far. And again, sorry for the shaking of the camera. Best I can do. At least the quality's better, you know. Okay, not bad positioning. The better shot would be to come around the 6 for about 2 rails for shape onto the 4. Since the 6 is right there, especially. Excuse me. Yeah, she got a little squirrely on the 4 there. That 4 does not go past the 6, so she has to cut it into this other corner and still make shape for the 6. She made a good hit, and it was a good attempt, because you could see she would have had a pretty simple shot on that 6. She just came a little too, or the cue ball kept flying on her for position on the 4. So this is kind of a hard shot because the 4 is just about parallel with the 6, and I barely need to come down to get on straight for the 6, and I just barely dodge it. That was a really difficult shot for me. So I just need to put top on this to come 2 rails, hitting the 2 side rails for position on the 7. Just taking a look at it. And I did not come far enough. It is tucked behind that 8. I'm trying to figure out if I could kick at this, like come up, have the 7 come up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a defense, and I'm gonna hit 2 rails this way. Calling a defense over here. I need the 7 to come up table while keeping the cue ball down table. And wouldn't you know it? Hi, Mom. Wouldn't you know it? I still made the damn 7 into the side pocket. In APA, if you make a ball, you still get to keep shooting, so that's how it goes, as long as you hit the correct object ball. This is 9 balls, so we have to hit them in order. And I don't know who pulled that sticker out there, but I didn't realize that until I watched it, so that's pretty funny. Hi, whoever did that. I lucked out on that rack. I think Lorian forgot to push record before I was breaking, so she just got after the break, and it looks like I scratched on the break too. So now it's Virginia's ball. She's got ball in hand. She's got an easy shot on the 1. And she needs to get position on this 2 way down table. That was a smart shot because if she does anything funky, she's just going to tie herself up with the 5. So she's just going to take her medicine and try and make the 2. And she gets real close. It's just, she's on the rail and it's pretty far away, but it was still a good hit. And I'm looking here and I'm looking for anything that's basically makeable. This is APA, so it's all about points. To me, looking at it, it seems easier to just go for the 9 into the corner. Just carry them off the 2. So I think that's what I'm trying to do. I think that cut would just be too much, and I wouldn't have position on the 3, maybe. So I took that rack, and so it's my break again. You stay away from my camera. I'm watching you. I'm just kidding. And I break dry again. I don't know what's been up with my break so far. I did a qualifier tournament for regionals in APA, and I played a 7 and 9 ball while I was a 6. I'm still a 6 at this time anyway, and I beat him. I beat him pretty good, and it was mostly because of my breaks. So she likes to play safety and kind of tuck me behind the 2. I don't have any clear shots. The 8 is just blocking everything. Well, the 1 anyway. So I'm gonna like to play safety, and I want to put the 1 down table closer to this pile by the, I think it's the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 9 in that corner, and hopefully keep her tucked behind this 2. It was a good attempt. The speed was just a little too much on the 1 ball, so it's poking right out, and she's got a clear shot on it. So this will be, a lot of people might end up scratching here, but she's good. She is good. She lucks out on that corner over in the side pocket. She's just got to just softly roll it up. Oh. She might have done that intentionally. She does have good shape on that 3, so where the 4 is, she basically just needs to stop shot it. Rolled a little too far forward. Which isn't too bad, I suppose, because getting to this 5 isn't well, getting shape on it, but where she wants to put the 5 is the hard part. She ends up bumping the 6. Nothing too clear on the 5. If I were her, she could either make it in the side, which is kind of a hard shot, or she could play defense and put me underneath the 9 over here towards the short rail. I think she tried to make it into the side. It's just a hard shot. But so this is sort of an easy run out for me, so I'll just stop the 5 or just stun it. I probably had an angle on it, so that's the best I got. I need to push forward to have the cue ball hit the bottom rail here, and just come up for the 7 to make shape for the 7 into the left side corner, or side pocket. This is only my second beer here, and I'm not. What is going on? I can't talk today, people. I better fix that. Cheers, everybody. Happy Veterans Day to all of you. That was a long shot on the 7 over there. I wasn't even paying attention. I just need to stop shot this 8. I didn't hit the bottom enough. So this just made this cut on the 9 a little bit harder. I don't know if you could hear it, but ironically, we've got Toby Keith singing some American song. One of the American songs that he's got. Rest in peace, Toby Keith. Good shot, good shot. She's got a better break than I do. Just watch. Boom. That wing ball just goes right in. I need to work on my breaks a little bit more. I'm not used to playing 9-ball. Most of the games that I play is 8-ball. This is, in APA, this is the only time I get to play 9-ball. I'm sort of out of practice. But I do, for my practice sessions, like if I'm just, trying to hit some balls and get a little bit of practice in, I usually play 15-ball rotation. I just put the 1 in front and like in an 8-ball rack, but instead of the 8 in the middle, I put the 15 in. And all I do is just try and break and run. And you'll run into some stuff and figure out how to use the rails and different types of shots because you start seeing things differently. So I'm at a tough place over here. What I'm trying to do is kind of put bottom on here to hit farther down on the side rail to have a better chance of hitting the 1. Usually hitting that shot for me is really hard because it likes to hit the corner of the side pocket. It's just a really hard shot to do. So she's going to make this 1 into the corner, and she needs to figure out what to do with this 2. And I think the best thing to do would either to play a safe or hit the 2 into the rail first underneath the 4. And she almost gets there. She did hit the 4 first, but I think it would have gone in if the 2 hit the 4 after the rail. So I don't have a shot on this. I need to play safe, and I want to keep the cue ball above the 2, and so that way she can't combo the 9, nor make the 2 by itself. So I'm probably going to hit this 4. I tried to. It's not a terrible shot. It wasn't the shot that I wanted, but it works out. And she could either force follow the cue ball into the 9 to make it in. She could cut the 2 into the 9 to make it in, or just play a safety. And she definitely tries to play a safety. And I remember this shot. There is not a clear shot from the 2 into that corner there. She's telling me that the cue should have been behind the 9. That would have been a much harder shot for me for sure. Because then I would have had a kick at the 2. I wouldn't have had a clear shot on the 2. So I just want to play it safe. We got a safety battle going. And I wanted to tuck her behind this 4 here and leave that 2 up table. And all she has to do really is just kind of hit parallel on the rail to that diamond, if you could see it. I don't think you could see it, but she just needs to put just straight right. And I think her problem was she put she put top on it, maybe. Or maybe she just hit it kind of funny, intending to shoot top, but maybe she put a little bit of left spin on there on accident. Now I've got ball in hand, and this is kind of difficult of a run out because of where the 4 lies, which is below the 5. And so I need to draw this cue back off of the 2 to make the 3 into the side. I do it just like that, and I think there's an angle on there, so I just need to push it forward a little bit to get shape onto the 4. I don't think you could tell from this angle, but I do have a shot on it. So I could either just slightly draw this back for the 5 into this bottom corner onto the right side down here, or in the side. Looks like I elect the side. Now, the 6 doesn't go past that 8, so the 6 should also go into the side. I think the angle is too wide for me to go underneath the 6 to the opposite corner, but I think it should go into the side. Makes it an easy shot for the 8. It's funny, because when I'm playing 8 ball, the side scares me. The side pockets scare me, but in 9 ball, it's just all... I just see lines, you know. So that was my attempt of trying to use force follow and spin on the rail for position on the 9, since I messed it up earlier in the game, or earlier in the match. 44-19. So I need 2 balls left. And it broke again. That 4 just barely goes in. And I've got 1 ball left, and I don't have a shot on this 1 here. I have to kick at it, and I want to kick it down table because I'm trying to hit it towards this corner pocket to the left, because if the ball comes... if I make it, then great. If not, then the 1 ball might be tucked from sight of the cue ball. Wherever the cue ball would land. So, I hit the wrong ball. It's ball in hand. 1 less problem, but it is a dead ball. I think her shirt messes with this 5 a little bit. See, it moved a little closer to the corner, or to the rail, which is fine. I didn't really notice it, so it's not really a big deal. I feel like it might come in handy later after this shot, because that is the next ball that she needs to go to. She nudges the 8, but she does have a clear shot on the 5. So what she's about to do is just lightly hit the 5 and tie me up with the 8. The chances of the 5 and the 8 being tied up to where I can make the 8 into the corner up table is not likely. So that was a good hit. It hit the rail. We're in another safety battle here, so I want to hit the 5 to make it go up table off the 8 and tuck the 1 ball underneath the 7 down here. And unfortunately, it actually bumps the 7. It's weird when you're jacked up like that, because when you add spin to it, it reacts to the rail differently. But she's got a clear shot on the 5 up table. It is a rough shot, though. That is a hard shot. And when you have to get back onto the 6, it doesn't make it that much easier. And this is my last ball, and luckily it's off the rail, so this is an easier shot. And that's match. Good game, Miss Virginia. It was a pleasure to play you, and thanks everybody for watching the very first APA match, and I think next time we will be recording one of my other teammates instead of just me, so I'm sure you get enough of that. But anyway, I'll see you around next time. Check out the new video here. Peace.